Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here at Highways UK with Ian from Heidelberg. Ian, tell me a little bit first of all about your role at the contracting business, and then I want to talk about some of the challenges and opportunities we face, particularly as we've just had the report on the connected autonomous plant come from Costain about the opportunities technology gives us. So tell me a little bit about yourself and the role.
Yes, so I'm MD of our contracting business, so predominantly that's around paving. Mostly asphalt, but of course all products that go with asphalt, be it cementitious, be it granular. Basically our job is to take our quarry production and put it on the ground and put it in the road for people.
And fundamentally, your products are what we actually drive our cars on. You know,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
the pavement as such.
It's the last thing, no matter what you do underneath, if we get that bit wrong,
Yep.
that's what everyone's going to know about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And as you know, potholes are things everyone moans about most, isn't it, on our road? So if we get it wrong, quality, if we get it wrong, durability, if we get the level line wrong, that's the thing people are going to moan about, isn't it?
It is, and I think this is where the technology element comes in, because I know you're working with Leica Geosystems on the latest 3D machine control technology for the equipment you're using.
That's right.
But also you're using technology and advanced equipment in general, aren't you, to make sure you get compaction levels right, and then the placement of that asphalt material.
I mean, from planning through to delivery, to compaction, to the Leica systems for the paver controls. As much technology as we can look at and try that makes our life easier and makes the product better, have got to be the right thing. So we're trying as much as we can. We're seeing where we can make it work. We've definitely seen some challenges. It's new to a lot of clients, although it's not new. Pavement control, it's been around for a long, long time. It's certainly stepped on though, we're seeing it a lot better. But trying to change the mindset of how we use it, the control we have with it, and actually what we need to do is get clients to change their mind to say, I'm going to specify it.
Right.
Because at the minute, the specification says we don't have to use it.
Yeah.
Now, therefore, if you go in to use it and it does cost a bit more, then you're at a financial disadvantage. So by trying to do something better, you might find you're not going to do that job because you're no longer the cheapest.
And I think that's really important, and I think that's what the CAP community is all about. You know, we've seen the mandate of 3D machine control used on dozers and excavators, and now we're getting to that stage where we can see the benefits of having a 3D model and even 3D rehearsals of the major projects, and then blending that all in, and the data that we get from that actually gives us the opportunity to see what we've got layers and built up, and actually how to look after that asset, like a big highway project, for the life cycle of that particular road.
We know that the client isn't good always at keeping their data. So the better data we can give them in a consistent platform that's more reliable, that should help them look after that asset. And one of my big bugbears has always been that when we go back into that road in 10, 15, 26, whatever that year time is, we say, tell us what it is and we can recycle it better.
Of course.
And the client doesn't know what they've got there, so they're having to redesign it. They're spending costs on redesigning. They don't have levels on it. They don't know what we're doing. So if we knew exactly what was there, we could say, well, we know we can recycle that better. We can give you carbon reductions. We can give you financial benefits. We haven't got to spend time, or they haven't got to spend time on redesigning something. Because they know what it is. They know where it came from. All we do is put it back the same. And actually, they'll also be better than it knowing what's really worked and what hasn't worked. The better data they've got, they try something new, they monitor it for a few years, but how well do you really know that in 10 years' time it's been as effective as something next to it?
And folks, the one thing for me is having data that allows us to go back, look at the trending nature of it. So if we're using one mix which is sort of 50% recycled, or if we're using other mixes or technologies that are out there, that are additives in there, that can even self-heal the road in the future, that's all about the quality, and then it's about you as a business helping the industry understand, well, can we adopt that? And can we recycle? And if we can just remove less from the job site, it's less vehicle movements as well,
It
isn't
absolutely is. I mean, we're in a spell at the minute where there's been more advancement in asphalt technology than there has been for an awful long time. There seems to be more of a step up in desire to use technology to help what we do, better recording. There's changes in specification coming to how we test the material, which is all data related, and so all those things are there. But the better data that's there, we can learn from it, the client can learn from it, we can become more productive, the client can save money. You mentioned carbon, we save carbon. There's just advantages right the way through, but I still come back to that first point. We need the client to be specifying this is what we want. I was talking to a German technology person only yesterday, and we were talking about a product they've got, and he said, well, this is mandated in Germany.
Right.
You have to use it in Germany.
Yep.
Well, that's made everyone use it because they can see the big benefits of it.
Yep.
We know that using things in laying asphalt, like like a spreader, will help us get better ride control.
Yep.
It's not specified. So again, if I had more plant and more kit in to give you a better job,
yep,
we need someone to pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah. But and accept that it's going to be better in the long run.
Yep.
But we're still not there yet in this country. We're still there as that's our specification. That's where it's been. It takes a long time to change it, and we're miles away from some of the European specs that we see, and even some of the American specs.
And I think that's what we need to do. As an industry, we need to look beyond the UK,
yes,
and we need to actually share ideas with other parts of the world. And I think if we can understand what changes happen when the weather changes as well. It's been particularly changeable over the last sort of 12 months in the UK, lots more rain. So lots more sort of degradation of the roads in a lot of those sort of contexts, and how we look after the materials as well,
yeah,
that when they are actually on the job site.
Yeah.
So you're mixing it up with technology, you're putting the right things in the right spaces, and now I think it's really about, like you said, looking as a wider industry, how we can move the CAP piece forward, how we can move the industry forward with saying, can we standardise on certain things, but let's not be afraid to be innovative.
Absolutely.
And therefore, let's make sure we can see the value from now to the adoption all the ways in the decades in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great to meet you today.
You.
Thanks very much
Take
for your
care.
time.
Good luck. Thank you.